Today on In the Wood Yard, I got a saw, I got logs. It's time to do some cutting. Here we go. It's the end of the day today. I only got a couple hours, but I don't want to waste them. It's a nice evening and the sun is shining, birds are singing, and I got this big pile of logs back here that needs to be cut. Now, these are the nasties. These are the ones with a lot of crotches, a lot of stuff like this, and like that, and like that, and like this, and like that, and like this, and like that. So this is stuff that I can't really run through the processor. Here's another double, another knot there, another big one there, another big one here. So this is some of the stuff that I separated when I got my tree service wood that I put into this pile. It's a pretty big pile. There's probably, I don't know, it's got to be close to a semi-load here. It's a bunch. It goes all the way back that way, so it's a big pile. It's kind of jumbled up. Yesterday we did the splitting over there. I got that done, and then today I'm going to come over here and I'm going to work on this pile. So I got about 2 hours. I got the 592 out, so we're going to start that up, and I'm going to cut a bunch of this stuff. Some of this is pretty big, mostly ash. There's a little bit of maple in there too. Yeah, a little bit of maple, not much though, mostly ash, but there's a lot of pretty big stuff in here, as you can see. These are all pretty big sized pieces. I can't really run most of this stuff through the processor. I mean, there's some that I could, but this is stuff that, crooked ones and just a lot of crotches and things like that. So we're gonna get cutting right now. The carnage is going nicely. I seem to have taken the rakers down just a little too much. She's very grabby. She just wants to just go in, and it's got stuck a few times, and it got caught in the chips in the kerf. It bogged down a couple times. And I only took off one stroke on the rakers, or the depth gauges, whatever you want to call them. And this ash has been sitting here now for, geez, it's got to be several months, 3-4 months at least. And it's very dry. There's no moisture in this when you're cutting. You can just tell it cuts different. If I was cutting, say, a fresh cut pine or fresh cut maple or birch, something like that, it cuts real smooth and easy. This stuff's pretty nasty once it starts to get dry, because it just binds. And when you cut a big long cut, like say I'm ripping these in half here, when I start at the top and go down, you can see the top start to just close right in on it, because it's just compressed so much because it's so dry that when I get to the bottom of the cut, before I turn it over, the top is already almost closed in the kerf, because it is starting to be so dry. The bark's coming off a lot of it already. And so yeah, I got a bunch done here. That was one tank full. So now I'm going to start up first I'm going to move some rounds out of the way, kind of make a little pile here, because I think what I'm going to end up doing is putting the wood right over here, and that's where I'm going to split it and stack it right over in that area. But I got all this to clear out yet too in here, so it could all go right in here too. But I'm going to kind of keep it on this edge. But I'm going to start up the 572, and I'm going to cut a little bit more because it's fun. I just emptied 2 tanks. The breeze picked up, it's feeling wonderful. I would like to do more, but that's all I got time for. But I got 2 tanks cut up. Cutting in the pile like that is sketchy because all of those crotchy pieces, the limbs sticking out, they kind of hang them up different. They're not like just straight logs where you know what you've got the whole log. These things are just really, it's tricky cutting in there. And plus when you're standing on rounds like this, not recommended for old people, and I'm one of them. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do tomorrow is probably use the bucket with the tractor, bring the splitter right over here, split right into the bucket, and then dump it in the piles over there. That way I can get this all cleaned up right in here. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the Kenny style where I'm going to move it. So I'll have the bucket so that I can split right into it and then move it, dump it, and do it that way. So I'll just migrate it over to that direction where all the rest of it is. So that's all you're going to see for today, folks. There's no more. I got to go. Poke the buttons, hit them all. Tomorrow I'll be back 5:30 a.m. for you. There'll be another video. Between now and then, go to my channel. There's 700 videos waiting for you to watch. Good night, Irene.